Well, hello there, how are you doing? Welcome to the channel, welcome back. Thank you so much. I just wanted to take just a second of appreciation for all our new viewers. Welcome to the fam, honestly. And thank you so much for all the comments. It's like so many comments under the videos. They were so nice. I loved it. Thank you so much. Again, I'm like over the moon. My mind was blown away when I saw it all. But yeah, thank you. Today we have a very hot topic, I feel, on our hands. Today's reading is going to be about what I'm not sure myself. It's gonna have something to do with your purpose. Basically, I just felt spirit saying like, okay, Nova, you need to sit down because we need to talk. You need to be doing this. I felt so inspired, so I'm like, okay, let's get to it. So basically, I just feel that the overall theme that we're tackling today is your purpose and what the heck you're here for. This is the overall theme that I'm getting from it. I also am intuitively picking up upon the fact that I think that spirits are just going to be using the space to say whatever they have to say, although it may probably going to be in this general theme. Take it with a grain of salt, saying that it's probably going to be about like general messages from spirit, a little bit on that theme. For the OG viewers among you, you may recognize this deck and you know what we're in for. Like, this deck comes in when we're about to talk about deep stuff, so that's why we're here. But yeah, that being said, if you're happy to be here, if you are interested into this topic, make yourself at home, grab yourself your popcorn, your drink, make yourself comfortable, and we're gonna get right into it. So today we got 3 groups to be choosing from. As per usual, when it comes to pick card reading, I'm going to be asking you to take your time, to breathe in, breathe out, so as to center, important, so as to start connecting with your intuition and to feel into whichever part you feel the most drawn to, knowing that whichever part you feel the most drawn to is going to be the one holding the information that you're meant to be hearing right now at this moment. If you feel drawn to more than one pile, that's totally fine. It just simply means that there may be more information for you to be receiving today. So there is no wrong answer here. But yeah, take your time to tune into whichever part you feel the most drawn to. Pause the video if you need to. Once you've made your choice, you can fast forward directly to the timestamps provided down below in the description box, or the pinned comment, likely both, so that you can fast forward directly to your reading using the timestamps. That being said, so as to ease up a little bit your choice, for pile number 1, we got the Chalcopyrite. Pile number 2 here, we got the Fluorite, big chunk of Fluorite, I love it. Pile number 3, we got the Amethyst cluster, okay? So there we go, these are the 3 choices. Choose your pick and fast forward directly to the timestamps below, and I'm gonna be seeing you there. Hey there, pile number 1, you're up on stage, how you doing? If pile number 1, if you choose the Chalcopyrite, that's gonna be your reading, and we're gonna get right into it. I think I'm gonna put it right here. Yeah, it's nice. Okay, so plan number 1, as I was explaining in the introduction, I'm a little bit in the dark when it comes to today's topic because I don't really know what spirit have in store for us. But one thing I can tell already tuning into your energy, there's just this overwhelming energy of, oh my god, plan number 1, you have been dealing with heavy stuff for a while. And you have been having big dreams, you've been purging, you've been healing, you've been snap. Okay, half of the deck fell on the floor, give me a second. These 2 ones wanted to come out. Okay, there we go. It's like you've been going through it and you know that there's so much light within you, you know that there are such big dreams within you, and like spirit is just dying to see you make a move on it. Basically, that's what I'm hearing. Like today's topic is about your purpose in this life. I feel like it's not right to use really the word purpose, because it feels like, oh my god, it just feels like fatalistic in the context of pile number 1. It just doesn't feel like this word is right for us. What I'm more tuning into is like, you have been dreaming of a beautiful life, which is yours, which is meant for you. This gift is waiting for you under the Christmas tree. It has your name on it. No one's going to be stealing it from you. It's yours. No one dreams of it the way you do it. and you not pursuing it, not feeling worthy of it, not doing, I don't know, is not helping anyone. It's not making a favor to anybody because that gift is yours. It's got your name on it. No one else, it's no one else's. So it's like you can be patient with yourself. Yes, that is beautiful. But know that you're not making anyone a favor by not claiming it. Just something coming through already. But it's the thing is like this time that felt like waiting was very necessary. And I feel like you've come to know it. It's like, yeah, it was necessary for you to have this moment, this pause in your life. But now it's like you feel, I just feel like the word purpose again, like this word is just not right in this context. It's missing the point. It's like you feel that your heart is dreaming of something. You feel the excitement within your heart. It's like there's something that has sparked something within your heart. It just feels inspiring. It feels fun. It feels like, oh my God, I want to do that. I want to go for it. And Spirit is like, well, there's a reason to why it feels so exciting. There's a reason to why you feel so drawn to that thing. Back of the deck energy, 8 of, yeah, I get it. It's like there's a reason to why you feel so much into it. That's because it's meant for you. It's you. You're recognizing your future self. That's why it's like, oh my God, I cannot wait for it, right? But it's like through this period of quote unquote waiting, it had nothing to do with the waiting, and you know it very well because we've been hard at work actually. But we've been letting go of tensions, of heaviness. We've been letting go of many different things, and now it's like, yeah, we're still in the like finalizing touches, I feel like, but we're transitioning into just going but wild for it, basically. And yeah, we're in this pivotal moment. It's like we're releasing the last few things and okay, let's go for it. And Spirit is like, oh my God, we cannot wait for you to actually make a move on it. Because sure, you're scared. Sure, it makes no sense. Sure, there may be still a little bit of a heaviness that we're wanting to let go of. Okay, definitely. Everything is valid. The way you're feeling right now is completely valid and it's normal. You're exactly where you're supposed to be right now. You are where you're meant to be. You've heard it, but I'm telling you again. It's like Spirit is like, oh my God, we can't wait for you. You have no idea what's on the other side, what you're opening up for. And also I'm hearing side message as you start like snowballing into this new thing, whatever thing means in this context, you will start gaining much more clarity about why things went the way they did and why they had to go through this way, and you will feel the bigger picture and how it all tied into together. Like it all tied, yeah, together. Feels not English, but you get my point. Yeah, it's like it's very much this energy of anticipation that I'm receiving for you, part number one, which is very exciting. But I also do feel, as we were having back of the deck, like 8 of Swords, there is this tension, this resistance. It's like, yes, I want it, but there are still a few things I'm really scared of. So it's very intense moment. The full moon in Leo that we just had was very intense on my end. So I don't know about you, but we have felt a lot of intensity here. But again, so much anticipation, so much beautiful things. And Spirit is like, we get the fact that you cannot even start imagining what could be on the other side because your head is right now still a little bit into the fears. You're still figuring a few things out. But oh my God. So that was a lot already in and of itself. Now I'm just making sure the cards are in the frame, which they're not, so I'm happy I checked. Yeah, it's better this way, right? Okay. Cards wise, what do we have here? Well, we're gonna be talking about, what is it? Obviously the opportunity, the excitement. I'm not teaching you anything new by saying that it's gonna be different for every one of us. So obviously, as in with every single message here, I'm tuning into a collective. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Okay. Otherwise, that would completely defeat the message, and I want you to remember that for all the future readings that you may tune into, by the way. That is forever true. Now, hummingbird spirit, horse spirit, dolphin. Yes, it's like just the animals. It's exactly this energy. It's such anticipation. It's like we are. I'm getting this image of, like, in order to make wine, you need to crush the grapes. As we were doing the grapes like centuries ago, when you would like put all the grapes at the bottom of a, I don't know how you call it, like stone cylinder, and people would go into it like barefoot and just like squish with their feet all the grapes as to make the wine, then put it to ferment. The whole point being the grapes gets to be squished. The most beautiful diamonds form under insane amounts of pressure underneath the crust of the earth. That's what it takes to turn coal into a diamond. And that's really the image I'm getting. It's like right now there is intensity. Right now there is pressure. No one is denying that. It's like, yes, it feels intense, I'm not gonna lie. But this pressure, it really is what is transmuting the whole situation into all of this beautiful, beautiful stuff that most of us, I feel like, are not seeing it right now, because again, we're still got our heads on the floor looking at the things we're sorting out, so to speak, so we are not seeing what's in front of us, what's coming. And that's fine, I'm hearing. There's no problem. It's just, the point here is just to get you excited and get you started, basically. But again, this energy of anticipation, it's joy, it's a feeling of freedom, it's a feeling of like, oh my god, that's it, that's what I was looking for all along. And at the same time, I also realized that now that I get to experience it, it is very different from what I thought I was asking originally. And that is just something that happens very, very often. We ask for something, we receive much better, which is beautiful, but surprising. It's like you just coming to this point is like, oh my god, this was so worth it, but I also understand why in the past I couldn't have imagined it, I couldn't have seen it. Because it is so different it is so much better than what I was expecting. So different, but so much more, it's like such a better fit for my life. And so there is this kind of just joy, just feeling like on cloud 7, cloud 9. It's like, it feels like free, it feels like play, and it feels joyful. Now, Page of Pentacles is definitely this idea. We got Page of Pentacles, 7 of Cups, 9 of Cups. That's nice. And Ace of Wands. I mean, yeah, it makes sense. Yeah. There is, how do we start about that? How do we start talking about that, Spirit? First of all, needs to be mentioned the fact that, again, I've already mentioned it, I believe, at the beginning of this group, but the fact you're excited about it is not a coincidence. Some of you, part number one, may be like, oh, it feels fun. It's just because it's fun. No, not everyone enjoys the things that you enjoy. It sounds stupid and obvious when you say it out loud, but it needs to be said still. It's like, do you realize that you get excited about things that not everyone gets excited about? You love things that not everybody loves. How come? Your emotional system is designed to guide you towards your quote-unquote destiny, to guide you towards that in which you will thrive. Your emotional system is designed for that. Someone else's emotional system is designed for their joy, for their happiness, for their purpose. That's why you're not drawn to the same things. That's why you do not enjoy the same things. That's why you got different likings and dislikes. But the whole point being, it's not random why you like it. Please stop telling yourself that, oh, I like it, that's probably just a hobby. No. That's a misunderstanding. It's for you to understand that, yeah, this thing that inspires you, it's here for a reason. Now, Spirit is also indicating me that there is some fear that you're still walking through at the moment. There may still be a bit of, I don't know. For some of you, it may be more pronounced than for others. And that's totally okay, I'm hearing again. It's like, you're not doing anything wrong, by having fears. If anything, it just means that you're human. Congratulations, welcome among us. What I'm getting is, no, it's completely okay. It's absolutely not a problem. Please just accept yourself just the way you are. It's happening for a reason. It's totally good. It's totally welcomed. The point being, you're not asked to start big. Perhaps it feels like some of you may be feeling it. I'm getting is like you may be feeling like it's coming. Something big is coming in the hall, and it may feel a little overwhelming. It's like, oh my god, I don't know. Like my identity is not completely shifted yet. It feels like a little too big. Blah 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 blah. And it's like Spirit is not asking you to watch what's coming ahead because, as we've just discussed, anyways, you cannot even figure it out. You don't even know what's coming ahead exactly. You know it feels good, but when it comes to the specifics, it's anyways going to surprise you. So why trying to torture yourself into figuring it out? That's basically the whole point. Why would you torture yourself with that? It's like, sure, some of us may feel safer when we try to be in control, because that's how we have learned to feel safer. There's nothing wrong with that. Absolutely not. Understand that you won't figure it out. If you were to accept that, would you then stop trying? Right? What you're being asked right now is to start small. You feel excited about that thing. I'm getting the image like, I don't know. Someone has like such an inspiration and they want to, let's say, create a video game. And it's like, oh my god, I got such beautiful ideas. It's like, I feel so inspired, so excited. It's like, yes, yes, yes. You can tell that the heart is saying yes, 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 please go. But the very same person may be like, yeah, but I mean, creating a video game, that feels like a huge task, right? Depends on what kind of video game, but it still feels like a big thing. Spirit is saying start small. Why would you need to? It's like when you're climbing a mountain, you're not jumping right to the top, right? Why would you expect yourself to do it all in one night? No, what is exciting? Perhaps you want to, feels exciting right now to, if you have no knowledge about it, to learn about how to make a video game. The whole point being that please listen to your excitement, realize that your excitement is not guiding you into jumping to the top of the mountain. Start small. Someone has just realized that they wanted to be an international singer. That's so cool. Start taking singing classes. Perhaps that doesn't feel exciting. What may feel more exciting is going to a karaoke. It's much smaller in appearance, but is it completely aligned? Yes, it is. That's what I'm getting, is like, you're not asked to to become that thing overnight, to make it happen overnight. That would complete, like, life is not about the end result. The end result, by the way, if you didn't know, the end result of life is death. You know, like, our body's going 6 feet underground. Okay, would you be rushing through your life to get to the final point? When presented this way, it feels kind of obvious that no, that's not really the reason to why we came on this planet. It wasn't for it to end. It was for the whole ride. Right? That's the whole thing that we're talking about. Is like, why are you expecting? It feels big. Understandable. Yes, you are. It's like, in energy, your destiny, your purpose is big, is exciting. But you're not asked to make it happen overnight. There wouldn't be any point in that. The fun is in the journey. The fun is in exploring that which is exciting. That which is exciting isn't as big to begin with. It's just taking a little thing. Someone may be so excited about running the next marathon, but they feel like they're really out of shape. Start going to the park. You don't even have to run. Start oxygenating those muscles of yours. Do you get what I mean? It doesn't have to start big. Seven of Cups is really indicating me that to some of you, it feels like there are many possibilities available at the moment, many ideas, many things possible. And so it's like, oh my god, I don't know what to choose. For others of you, it feels like what you're feeling called to feels very much like fantasy. It feels so big that you're like, yeah, I really like the sound of that, and my heart is sure is beating in my chest for that. But it feels a little intimidating, right? Again, it's like, please you focusing on that serves nobody. This is what you're becoming, this is what you will be. It's already, it's like, I mean, it's none of your control. You feel like you want to be an international singer, you will be. End of the story. That's a period at the end. Now take your focus out of that and bring it back into the present. What is exciting right now? To those who are like, I don't know because I feel like I have many options. Yes, but not all of them are as exciting as one another. Perhaps several are equally as exciting. Well, act on those. But the thing is, I feel like to some it's like choice paralysis. I have too many choices, I don't know what to do. And to others, it's like I'm scared to start because of how big the mountain looks. And Spirit is just saying, please take your shift your focus out of that onto what is right now. What would make you feel good, in love, excited, and joyful right now? It's probably not jumping to the top of the mountain right now. Again, doing one thing which is aligned with this big image that was put in your heart, in your imagination, is already very exciting. The person who wants to run a marathon, going for half an hour, 30 minutes jogging, perhaps that feels already very exciting. That feels very good already. And that is more than aligned with the quote unquote end result that we may be chasing. The whole point being that Spirit is inviting you to completely let go of the end result, because as we've just discussed, anyways, you don't know what it is. To some, we're talking about career, I'm getting. To some of you, it's career related and business related things of that kind. It's like, again, you don't know what it's gonna look like, so stop thinking about it. Just allow yourself to have fun already. God damn it. Boop the camera. Took me long enough to boop the camera today. It's like 9 of Cups and Ace of Wands is literally, I love this combination. 9 of Cups is the comfort in the overflow of our dreams and desires, us feeling provided for, us having everything that we need and more, us feeling like we have more than enough money, we have more than enough friendships, we have more than enough support, all the doors are open. It just feels like everything's going well because, I mean, look at that card. Let me just turn on the cam so I can see what you're seeing. Yeah, there we go. Isn't it cute? You're just relaxing as the little fox while everything is coming into your life. And you have heard this idea, stop chasing, start attracting, let the universe provide, right? We understand that these things, they are much more easily tuned into when we feel good, when we feel in elevated vibrations. The whole thing being, what do you think will elevate your vibration if you are not following that which is exciting? You will be provided for. The universe will take care of you as it has as it has as it always did. Yeah. As it always did, although we may not always be seeing it, as you align with it, as you align with yourself. That is not something that can be explained to the mind because it doesn't make sense in terms of the logic that we have socially established. But as you pursue that which are destined for, you will be provided for. And things will unfold in ways that you couldn't even imagine. Again, we're going back to what we were saying at the start. The Ace of Wands is really giving me like a whole new, what feels like a brand new beginning. It's not an actual beginning because we see how it nestles itself into our history, into the continuum of our life. It feels like a new chapter of a book, but yet it feels brand new. It feels like it's something, a whole lot of new energies. We're transitioning into a whole new thing. The Ace of Wands indicating that it's very exciting. Like the determining factor of why it's starting and what it is the fact that it's exciting. It's something that excites us, that provides for us, through which we get to expand, to be provided for, to thrive. It's very much like the question of Spirit just asking to some of us, you know these fears that we're letting go? Yeah, you know them. Are you wanting to continue living this way, which may feel more like surviving than anything else at the moment, knowing that it's completely okay? Or do you wish to thrive, understanding that these two things cannot coexist? I'm sorry, it would feel more comfortable if we could have a little bit of both, but no, that's not how it works here. Spirit says that there is no wrong answer ultimately, but there is one which is preferred. And that's very much what I'm seeing here. Is there's been, again, it feels like this whole reading is going in loop, but it just needs to be said again and again and again. It's like we have been letting go many things. We're getting out of this survival mentality into, you know what, why would my dreams not work out? Why? Well, there's no reason to why. Okay? I'm wanting to bring, already quite a lengthy reading, many messages. I wanted to bring at least like this deck as we were seeing at the start. What last minute messages, Spirit? Quite chatty today. Speak truth, withdraw, creative. It's like, yeah, be truthful, get creative, speak truth. It's like, it's time, my love, to be truthful to who you are. It's time to honor who you are. It's time to honor why you were put in this world. And no, it wasn't so as to help others. No, your purpose isn't to put yourself out there to serve others. That is not true. Your purpose is here to follow your joy. It just happens that following your joy is of great benefit to this world. Yes, the universe is smart. It made you enjoy that which serves you best and serves the whole world best. Ain't that cool? Now the choice is yours. You don't need much to start. You don't need much to, it's like you don't need much to put a foot in front of another. And again, Spirit is like, please take your focus away from the mountaintop. It serves no one, especially you at this moment. Be truthful for yourself. What is it that actually lights you up? You know it. Stop denying it. Follow that creativity. Follow that spark. Follow that passion. Allow yourself also to take your time. Be patient with yourself, as there are, again, it may be triggering. It may be bringing up resistances. It may be bringing up fears. That's good. It means you're releasing that which is not in alignment. Be patient with yourself. It's okay. You're human. That's why you're here. And whether it's really like, it's funny that we got like twice a little fox, a sleepy fox. Besides the fact it's like awfully cute, it really indicates me like it's time to stop listening to what other people say. It's like your destiny is not theirs. That's why their life doesn't look like yours. It's time to put these blinders on, to stop listening to what you're told and just go for it. It's time to live your life, goddammit. Thank you so much, file number 1, for having shared space with me today. That was such a powerful reading. I felt like deep, a little intense at moments, but much needed, honestly. So I'm very glad I had the honor of delivering it. Yeah, thank you so much. Please let me know down in the comments how it went for you. I'd love to read about your thoughts. Also, talking about comments, I'm working on a Q&A video. If you got any questions that you would like me to answer, random questions, I don't know, like I'm gonna be recording this video in a few days, so again, if you got questions, why not rather in the comments, I may answer them on video, on camera. But yeah, also while you're at it, please like and subscribe the video. That would support me a lot. I wish you all the best. I am with you. I know that it can be scary, but honestly, oh my god, will it be worth it? Go for it. You got all my love and support, okay? Take care. Bye. Hey, pal number 2, how are you doing? Welcome to the reading. I hope you're doing good. I hope you're doing great. If you chose this beautiful piece, chunk of fluorite, that's gonna be your reading. And so we're gonna get right into it. So, I'm not gonna lie, pal number 1 had a lot of tense energy, and so was really keeping me like on my toes and very awake. Your energy on the other end feels so much calmer in contrast. That's almost making me feel sleepy. That's an interesting thing. But I also feel like tension up the shoulders. So we're gonna see. Spirit, What is it? Yeah, of course. Okay. It's like Spirit is wanting to... We're talking about, like, the theme supposedly is about your purpose, your short-term purpose, like what you're meant to be doing at this moment. I'm not sure how I'm going to be entitling this video, but what I'm getting is that there's definitely a calling to let go of something which is making us very tense here. There's a calling to relaxation. There's a calling to just chill out, to have an actual restful sleep, which may be something that for some of you may not have happened. I'm getting like insomnia kind of energy here from this pile. It's like a lot of just feeling exhausted, but at the same time not being able to sleep. So, which is powerful, which is very interesting. Another one, yes or no? No. Okay. I'm gonna stay with 3 cards. So what do we have here? Let me just see on the camera if they are in the frame. There we go. Good enough. So, what do we have here? There is just Spirit. It's like I'm getting the energy of, and like pile number 2, you trying to figure out something. Like you finding yourself in a bit of a tricky situation and needing to figure it out. That's what I'm getting. Like the overall energy I'm getting is like there is this sense of wanting to have an answer, wanting to make things work, but just somehow there's confusion. We don't fully get it. We don't really understand what's going on, and so we're really wanting to relax, but we're not letting ourselves relax because we don't feel like safe. We don't feel like things there's just this feeling of wanting to be in control and not wanting to chill out, which I understand in this kind of context. And so when it comes to like, what the heck am I supposed to do with my life? There's this kind of incomprehension, there's this kind of confusion. It's like, I feel lost. Pile number 2, you may be the kind of people who got sleepless nights because you're feeling lost, because you feel directionless, because you feel, yeah, confused. I'm hearing brain fog as well. It's like, things don't really make sense. I don't get it. What the heck's supposed to happen? What? What I'm hearing from Spirit is you need to chill out, honestly. Like, this whole situation, you looking at it this way won't necessarily serve you much. And the point isn't about talking about your purpose right now because it doesn't make sense. I feel like a lot of you Panameter are coming to this reading as in, I need to be told what my function is so that I can fully invest myself into this, so that I can stop thinking about my quote-unquote problems. I can stop thinking about my fears. I can just bury my fears on the side and just fully focus onto what I'm being told to do, which I'm sorry to report is not a good idea. Is if you do what people tell you, there is no guarantee that you will end up doing what is that you are meant to be doing, because guess what? You're a unique individual and your destiny, your life is unique. So it's unlikely that other people would know it for you. First thing. And second thing, I forgot, so it probably wasn't interesting. It's like, yeah, a really restless energy. That's what I'm getting. It's like it feels very awake, but at the same time it just is screaming and like longing to have to sleep, to go to sleep, but no, it doesn't want to. It wants to stay awake. Ooh. What I'm getting here is the situation that we're facing is like you wanting to know your direction so that you can escape these kinds of fears. A Spirit is saying, very understandable, completely get it. It's normal, it's very human to desire this. It makes sense. That's not how you're gonna get out of this. The reason to why you feel confused is because of these fears you're not wanting to meet. Sorry to be the news bringer if no one told you so. You're wanting to escape from something you feel trapped in that very thing you feel trapped in is what you're being asked to integrate at this moment. As you integrate it, as you allow yourself to feel it, you'll realize that there's nothing trapping you anymore. Do you get what I mean? The energy that I'm getting is the answer is much simpler than what it appears to be, but you will anyways not see it for as long as you keep yourself in this state of confusion. And when I say keep yourself, I'm not meaning that it's your fault. That's not the point. You know it already. It's more like by virtue of you wanting to follow your peace, you are unknowingly making it impossible for you to be at peace. By you wanting to get away from the fears so as to feel good, you're making it impossible for you to integrate these fears, to integrate these beautiful parts of you that have so much valuable things to bring you. And as such, you're making yourself stuck. Do you get it? First message is like, please be gentler on yourself. It's like, oh my God, stop torturing yourself with these kinds of things. No, it's not your fault if you're in this situation. Yes, it's a bit of a mess. It's not meant to be perfect right now. Things are going exactly as they're meant to be going. And I feel like it's a bit of a common theme right now. It's not just you, pound number 2 or pound number 1. A bit of a collective thing going on right now. Yes, there's a lot of confusion. Yes, there's a lot of mess. Everything is up in the air right now. That's not just you. And the thing is, everything is thrown up into the air so that you can see it better as it falls back on the ground. You can see it better so that you can see what are the things that are keeping you what feels like stuck and restless. Please be gentler on yourself. I know that not sleeping, not allowing yourself to fully relax is that which makes you feel like you're more in control of the situation and thus safer. I'm sorry to report, if that was the case, you would know it, and you would have learned it a long time ago already. It's still not working out. Guess what? Because that's not how it works out. Keeping your body on edge is not working in your favor. If it did, you would already know it. So please allow yourself to relax. No, stressing about it 24/7 will not make it all of a sudden work for no reason at all. And honestly, being gentler with yourself and starting to listen to what you need feels like it's counterproductive. Ironically, you'll realize that it is actually that which makes it happen much faster, because all of a sudden you're making yourself safe within your own presence. And that's where the healing kicks in, because this is very much what we're talking about. It's like Spirit says, the answer is so much simpler, but you wouldn't be able to even remotely see it at the moment. And that's totally fine. Right now, the work is on that. You need to let go of these things. I'm not gonna lie, I'm really getting like relationship traumas from childhood. Us growing into, could be plenty of things, but like us growing up believing that the only way for us to be safe is to be always producing, always productive. It could be plenty of things, but I'm really getting like hustle culture, these kinds of things which are not healthy, which are not enabling joy. It's like it does not work, but it may be something that we've grown very attached to because there's some traumatic imprints behind it. And I'm using this word loosely, traumatic, because if you look at it, it may not look like a trauma, but the end results and the way you are behaving relative to the situation really indicates that it really looks like a trauma response. Someone who is not unable to be peaceful and to have genuine sleep, like to be able to calmly sleep at night because they keep on thinking about something without ever being able to find a solution, that to me is a trauma response. I'm sorry. People don't always like this term. That's what we're talking about here. Is that there are things that we need to let go, but you running away from them, again, completely understandable, it's not going to resolve anything. Spirit is saying one of the things which is the most aligned for you at this moment is something that has been communicated to you several times already, and that is surrendering, which is painfully hard when we are going through these kinds of energies, when we are so attached to be in control of everything, because this is how we learn to be safe. completely understandable, but that makes surrendering a complete it makes surrendering feel like a complete contradiction of everything that makes us feel safe. And that's why it's comprehensible why it feels so hard. But Spirit is really saying is like, surrendering is your key right now. In surrendering, you realize that everything is much simpler. In surrendering, all the doors already, all of a sudden, everything just loosens up and everything starts working out. All of a sudden, we start seeing everything much more clearly. All of a sudden, what we're meant to be doing feels much more obvious. All of a sudden, we feel reconnected with our hearts, and so what is exciting and what feels like the right thing to do becomes that much more obvious. If we're stuck in the struggle, in this anxiety, we become effectively blind and deaf to all the signals of our intuition, of our body, and thus we're making ourselves confused without even realizing it. What Spirit is telling me is like, you wanted an answer about what it is you're meant to be doing right now, this moment, and the answer is, that's not the right question to be asking right now. Honestly, it doesn't serve you. What it is you're meant to be doing will make itself known very quickly and very obviously, and this isn't a question you'll ever have to ask yourself again, because you will understand that this is something that your heart, your own body, tells you all the time, every day. What it is you're meant to be doing. Are you meant to be eating this or this for lunch? Ask your body, it'll tell you. The human machine is a marvel, is beautiful, it's perfectly made. You don't have to struggle to know what you're meant to be doing. The struggle comes from this veil of confusion that has layered itself on top, and that comes from us feeling, from what I can tell, very unsafe. I just get like such a tension in my shoulders right now. It's painful. Here we go, my plan number twos who feel unsupported, who feel like everything needs to be a struggle, who feel like they can't rely on anyone, who feel like they need to be in control of everything if they want to be safe, because otherwise it's just gonna go to hell. All of these things are completely valid and understandable. They're typical trauma responses, though. This is not how this world is designed. They're fundamentally untrue, all of these beliefs. Completely understandable, completely valid, they make perfect sense after the kinds of experience that we would have gone through, but they're inherently untrue. That's why they're so painful. That's why the body reacts in such bad ways to it. Okay? And getting with the cards, it's like, we got such beautiful cards on top of that. I'm so sorry, honestly, panel number two. It's like, I feel you, truly. I feel you. It's like the Nine of Swords, it just feels like there's something that's been, you've had sleepless nights over memories, you have sleepless nights over feeling like the whole world is against you, over these kinds of stuff, and it's like, you need to surrender to it. You need to allow yourself to feel it. You need to allow yourself to see where it comes from. You need to allow yourself to have a good cry over it, because that's the only way you will realize that it's not true. Yes, it's painful to have gone through such experience. Obviously, that's human. But if we don't allow yourself to fully digest it, to actually cry over it, we won't ever digest it, and we will forever be coping with that pain with such terrible beliefs, which sure make us feel safer, but in the long run they just destroy us. You can't even sleep over it. If you can't sleep no more, I'm sorry, but that's not very healthy in the long run, right? I'm not saying that for all of you it's like as extreme as I'm describing it, but it's very much the energy I'm picking up on right now. So it's like, you really need to allow yourself to have a good cry over it. No, you were not responsible for what happened. No, it was not your fault for what you experienced. You would have been raised in another environment, none of that would have happened. So, it's like, no, it was not your fault. And you need to allow yourself to have a good cry over it. You need to allow yourself to let it go. And in doing so, you will realize, in doing that, you realize that, no, oh my God, there are so many. It's like, Spirit, do we really talk about that? Because it's really not appropriate. It's really, the energy, I'm going to talk about it because Spirit says so, and because I feel like if we're talking about it, it's because you are of a high frequency naturally, although right now you may be exploring lower ones. As you let go of these kinds of heaviness, you automatically attune to higher frequencies. It's, I would say, subconscious almost. All of a sudden, things start working better. All of a sudden, you feel happier. All of a sudden, your reality starts shifting by itself. Not because you have focused positively, woohoo, not because you have released that which was drawing, like draining you down. But it really feels like it's something that really doesn't make sense to the mind. Like, how could things get better if I were to cry over the pain? But that's exactly how things get better. It's when we let go of these old stories by allowing ourselves to feel it, to process it, finally, that we completely let it go, that our minds completely unsticks itself from it. And that's when the energy starts flowing again. All of a sudden, the confusion dissipates. All of a sudden, we hear our intuition again. All of a sudden, everything starts flowing more naturally. And then surrendering starts making sense. Because right now, surrendering just feels like a complete idiotic thing to do in the context of how you have learned to live on this world. It's like surrendering. Are you crazy? They feel so good. It's like the King of Wands. I just see you as such a beautiful soul, such an amazing person, which is so gifted and has so much joy and so much to experience and so much to bring to this world as a consequence. I just see you like so confident, so badass, and enjoying every single day. And it's like there is so much for you, there is so much within you. But right now, the reason to why you may not be feeling it is because there are these things which are coming up to the surface to be released, not to be avoided. That is the understandably worst mistake we can do. When things are up in the air and that we feel scared, the worst thing you can do is to deny the fear and to try to run away from it. In doing so, you condemn yourself to blindness. You condemn yourself to confusion, which is okay. We need to do it a few times before understanding that. And what I'm getting is like Spirit is saying that, yeah, of course, is like your situation is much simpler than what it actually looks like. It's just that since you are processing this darkness at the moment, it looks and feels horrible because what you're perceiving is the things you're meant to be letting go of. So let's take care of that, and you will realize and start seeing the situation for what it actually is, which is full of opportunities. Definitely. Yup. Definitely. We got the card of destruction, saying everything flying up in the air. Just time to let it go, you know. Just time to break it all down. All these things, all these lies, all this pain. Yes, it feels like it's never gonna be possible. I'm tuning into like powerless and depressive like kind of energies, and it's like, yes, I completely understand. Trust me, I feel you, honestly. But you do not know what's on the other side until you allow yourself to cry for good. And that's really what Spirit is inviting you to do. It's like you're not asked to do anything if not to have a good cry about it, so as to actually let it go and realize that no, it had nothing to do with you and it means nothing about you, nor about your life, nor about the world that you live in. Okay? And we completely let it go. Then we got Dare to Dream, Conqueror of Wands. It's like there's so much energy within you, around you, waiting to. I just feel like it feels like almost something which is ready to explode, like an volcano about to erupt. So much energy, ready. It's like no one is waiting on the universe at the moment. The universe is waiting on you to have patience with yourself, so as to walk yourself through the transmutation of these darkness, and so as to be learning a lot of beautiful things. You will also realize, a lot of you already know that, but what these quote-unquote traumatic imprints, yes, it feels like it takes a lot away from us at first. As we go through them, on the other side, we realize how much it benefits you, because the kind of wisdom and the state of being that you find yourself in as a result of going through such experience is priceless, honestly. traumatic imprints, they set you on the path to your purpose. They're invaluable. However, while you're going through it, they suck, obviously. But what I'm getting is very much like, there is so much more than you could even begin to fathom. There's so much energy, there are so many beautiful opportunities. And also, I've never seen that there was an eclipse behind in this card. Can you see it? Wait, let me turn it on. Like here, I had never realized. Like just an eclipse, it just feels like miracles waiting to happen in a ways that makes you understand what the heck a miracle means. The word sure does sound fancy, but what does it mean? Have you experienced a miracle recently? That's very much what we're talking about. Is like you just, with the King of Wands, the Conqueror of Wands, Dare to Dream is like such a powerful force in nature, into emotion. And so much happiness, so much joy, so much energy, so much excitement, again, because it's there already. It's just that right now it's on hold because you're processing things which are more important. You're learning things about yourself which are more important. My cards are all over the place. That's okay. I hope it made sense. Pile number 2. I'm gonna leave it there because I feel like that's enough for the moment. But yeah, I really do wish it was helpful and beneficial. I can tell you it's a little intense what we're going through here, but you got this. Definitely. If these things are coming up right now, it's because you're ready. Simply, you're ready for it. As much as the monster under the bed may feel horrible, we won't realize that there is no monster under the bed until we actually get to turn on the light in the middle of the night and look behind the bed. That's only when you do that, when you brave the fear to go actually look behind the bed, do you realize that there's actually no monster under the bed. Until we do that, we're swimming in the fear that there's something ready to eat us under the bed. I feel you, but it's very much Spirit saying this is coming right up. This is coming right now because that's what you're meant to be doing, and you got everything to do it. It's like there's no world in which you're not capable of doing that. That's what's happening. If you weren't capable of it, it wouldn't be coming up at the moment. Okay? So yeah, thank you so much for making space with me today. I'm with you, honestly. As intense as it may be, it's gonna be worth the fight. It's gonna be worth it, definitely. And I wish you all the love and the support through that because yeah, it just doesn't feel always nice, does it? Please let me know down in the comments if you're okay, how is it going? I'd love to read about that. Also, talking about comments, I'm gonna be recording a Q&A video in a few days from now, so if you got any questions, like random questions, you can put them in the comments. I may answer them on video. So yeah, I wanted to mention that. Also, while you're at it, please like the video and subscribe, it would support me a lot. That being said, I am with you. You got this. I'm gonna be seeing you in my next video. Till then, take care, okay? And be gentler on yourself, huh? Bye. Hey, pal number 3, how are you doing? Welcome to the reading. I hope you're doing great. If pal number 3 features the Amethyst cluster, that's gonna be a reading, and so we're gonna get right into it. Little disclaimer, pile number 1 and 2 were a little intense. I'm feeling a little tired, so we're not going to be speed running this one. We're gonna take it slow, and we're gonna start with the tarot. Apparently, no, I want to start with the other ones, like the other groups. So, Spirit, what can we say about what needs to be heard when it comes to the purpose, what is meant to be done, acted upon, whatever? What is it that pile number 3 needs to hear relative to this overall topic? As I was shuffling, refreshing one of the decks, one of the cards I felt was like love. And I think that's already a powerful message that you, my pile number 3, are the heart-based one, the ones which operate from their heart. It's already good to know love is all around. There you go. I was talking about love, right? What do we have? Yeah, I was turning into what felt like heartbreak. So we got the Three of Swords. There you go. It's like, oh, okay, I got it. Let me just stretch. Uh, I'm not tanking these energies as well as I used to. What the heck? What the heck? So, we're not screwed. So, I'm gonna stop messing around. I'm gonna get into it. Spirit is saying that there's a bit of a funny energy that you're finding yourself into pile number 3. You've been healing a lot lately, just like everyone else has. That's more of a collective theme, really, not necessarily just a you thing, but there's been a lot of healing, there's been a lot of letting go, and the more time passes and the more you're realizing how much in love you are with love itself, how good it feels to be in love, to feel love, which is very profound in and of itself. That's really what I'm getting. And so there has been a lot of grief being worked through, I can tell. What feels like heartbreak. And so you're coming to this place where it's like, I just can tell that you're in a funny situation where it's like, you know that there is so much love within you. You know that you want to dedicate your life to love, to honoring love, which is about acting upon that which you love, having loving relationships. It's all about love in all the ways it expresses itself, which, by the way, that's not from Spirit, that's from me. It's so precious. It's like, we need you. This world needs people like you, Pal number 3, which are full of love and here to honor the love, right? It's just so beautiful. We need that. And it's just so appreciated. Thank you. But that's the thing, is like there's so much love within you. You're wanting to only be and honor your life. And what am I saying? Is like, yeah, be an embodiment, being an embodiment of love. That's what I'm getting. You know that love is all around, and yet there are still things which are not really going our way. It feels like there's resistance. It feels like there is heartbreak still in the air. There are things that we're still letting go of. We have let go of much, and Spirit is wanting to congratulate you for that, because my God, have you like come far? My God, what a journey you've gone through, and such a beautiful and empowering and inspiring journey too. But it still feels like, what the heck am I supposed to be doing in this situation? By the way, pal number 3, thank you, because I just realized how I want to entitle this video. Side message, side note. But it's like, what am I supposed to be doing right now? It's like, I feel that you, pal number 3, you have some dreams. The moment there's some dreams, it's just like, I want to feel good right now. I just want to be love. I just want to melt into love, and that's it. That's all I want. I don't care how it looks like. I don't care what I'm going to be doing tomorrow, for as long as I'm happy and in love. That's all. I don't care what it looks like. I just want to be happy and love. And that's right. I'm getting this very detached, very pure energy of just love, which is beautiful. But at this point, it's like, okay, and now I am in this situation right now at this very moment, and so I'm coming to this reading because the title feels like it could help me, and I'm like, what the heck am I supposed to do? It's like, okay, Spirit, please tell me, because this situation I'm in, I want love, but the situation feels a little tricky. The heck I'm supposed to do? Spirit has a plan. I love this card, talking about love. It really, like, Spirit saying, you can't mess it up. You've come too far. You're too deep in to mess it up. You are divinely protected, divinely guided. And it's like, yes, Spirit knows that right now it feels a little hectic and you don't fully understand why. But Spirit's saying, Spirit has your back, Spirit has a plan. It's like, no, it's not going, it feels hectic. It feels like you are being invited to choose fear over love sometimes because it feels like it would be safer. It's like, no, 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 no. You keep being you. You keep shining. You star, you queen, you king. You keep on shining. Yes, it feels hectic. Understand it's for a good thing. I just saw, it was yesterday, a beautiful reel on Instagram. It was so fun. It was like, I don't really have the context for it, but it was like There was two women who were looking a match of, I don't know which sport it was because the camera was like focused on the audience, and there were these two women who had like a tiny, some of you may have seen it, maybe I don't know, like a tiny teddy bear, and then there's a mascot who passes next to them and just steals the plushie and starts running up the stairs like one of the mascots, you know, like the guy's disguised in an animal, something like that. And the women just look at each other like, oh my god, what the heck happened? No, I like the teddy bear. And it's like, what? They're such a meanie. And like a few minutes later, you see the mascot coming back down the stairs with the same plushie but XXL, like super big. It was the exact same plushie, but it was like 10 times the size of the one that the two women had brought to the match. And so just the mascot just throws it into them, and like the women wouldn't believe it. It was like, oh my god, that is so cool. I thought you just stole our plushie, but you actually replaced it with the same one but 10 times bigger. And so like the two women were just like living their best moment, and before they knew it, the mascot stole that very plushie it just gave them and ran up the stairs. Of course, a few minutes later, it just came back the stairs with a plushie, the same plushie that was so ridiculously big it was hard to walk with it, and just threw it onto the women who were just rolling on the floor laughing for how ridiculously big it was. But I just found it so cute, but so representative of the situation. Is like, it feels, at first it feels like Spirit is doing something to us, and we take it personally. It's like, what the heck you're doing? Why are you doing that? You know I don't like it. It hurts. Why are you doing this? And then they bring back the same thing but 10 times better. And that's really what I'm getting in your situation. I'm sorry if the metaphor and the idea was a little lengthy, but I just wanted, I don't know, I just saw this video, this little reel, and so I'm so inspiring. It's like sometimes the universe has funny ways to deliver things which are so much better to us in ways we couldn't even comprehend. Who would have guessed that the same mascot wasn't actually meaning to steal the teddy bear, but would bring them one that was so ridiculously big, just replace it with another one that was so ridiculously big that it was hard to walk with it. It's like, it was absurd. Who would have guessed it though? That's the whole point. If anything, you would have thought that the mascot was a thief. No, that wasn't their intention. That's really what I'm getting. Is like, Spirit has your back, Spirit has a plan. Things feel like they're being a little chaotic. It feels a little bit of a tricky situation to navigate right now, plan number 3. But what I'm getting is, you don't know why Spirit has took your little plushie, and you sure has no idea how big of a plushie they're about to bring back. That's really what I'm getting. Is like, no, I understand. We understand why it feels hectic, why it feels insane, why the situation feels chaotic, and why some of you may feel like the universe has just given up on you straight up. Oh, there's this emotion too. It's like feeling abandoned by the universe, feeling like the universe hates us. Is completely understandable. You don't know what's about to come. You don't know how big the plush is about to be. And it's really what I'm getting. Like, Spirit is not asking you to figure it out. Spirit is just asking you to keep on shining, and perhaps keeping on shining means not knowing what to do at the moment. Means being on hold. I feel like I need to do something right now about my situation, which is not, I cannot stay this way. But that's shining your light and being in love and in joy means making a move at the moment. Just for some of you, it does mean that. For others, it doesn't. For some of you, most of you, it means being on hold at the moment. It's like, I don't know what to do. Nothing feels right at the moment. The fact that nothing feels right doesn't mean that you are not right. The fact that none of the options that right now you're able to see, amongst all of these options, none feel right, doesn't mean that you're doing something wrong. Spirit is just wanting to make it very, very clear. You're just on hold right now because you need to wait for that mascot that has stolen your plushie to bring it back. well, it doesn't teleport. You need to walk, you know. So you need to be a little patient. And that moment of being on hold is the perfect, I mean, beyond perfect opportunity to be releasing the things. They stole the plushie. The first instinct is, oh my god, I feel abandoned. Oh my god, I feel antagonized. Oh my god, I feel this. It's heartbroken energy that I'm picking up here for you, pun number 3. We feel heartbroken because this situation is stirring up things within us that reminds us of old feelings. That's really what I'm getting. Is like we're getting reminded of how attached we are to old wounds of ours, and this waiting moment, short moment but still waiting moment, is the perfect opportunity for you to be exploring these things, because things are about to start. Oh yes, they are. With the Ace of like Wands, it's like, yes, they are about to start. Don't you worry, and you will, and you will feel very dumb once that mascot brings you this absurdly big teddy bear. You will feel dumb because you hadn't asked for it. And now you don't know what to do for how big it is. Now you're overflowing with all of these opportunities, with all of this love, with all of this abundance, with all of this joy. You're like, oh my god, it's so much. Thank you so much. Like, I cannot even hold it all myself. I just feel like I'm overflowing, which is beautiful. But you will feel dumb in realizing that no, it wasn't worth feeling bad before. It wasn't worth feeling all these ways. But that's okay if you feel this way. That's totally fine. It's just a beautiful opportunity for you to process it. It's like you feel this way, you're noticing that you're immediately jumping to the conclusion that they're against you. That you're immediately jumping to the conclusion that life hates you, that the universe is against you, that you're being abandoned, that you're being antagonized, that you're this, that you're that you're not enough, that you're this and that and this and that. Spirit just saying like whatever, that really does not matter. What is it? Feel it. Realize that this is the perfect moment to feel into and to let it go. Five of Pentacles is like, it's just perfect. This is heartbreak, this is scarcity, this is lack. Oh my god, I feel like I'm abandoned, I feel like I'm not provided for. I feel like I feel like I have to fight tough and nails. I had to work so hard to get that tiny little teddy bear, and they stole it. It's like, what the fluff? What am I supposed to do now? Scarcity, heartbreak, this is very much the energies right now that I'm getting. But Spirit is so excited about you feeling these things. Not as in, haha, but rather in terms of, that's such a beautiful and exciting opportunity for you to be feeling these things, because it's the perfect moment for you to be feeling these things so as to let them go. You feel scarce. Couldn't be a better moment for you to feel scarce than right now, because right now it's the perfect opportunity, the perfect moment as you're waiting for this teddy bear to be brought back to you. Is the perfect moment for you to be taking the time to explore it, to feel it, to let it go. Do you get my drift? Do you get it? I really do hope so. Ace of... It's funny because like this card, just looking at the imagery, it just feels like a mere... It just feels so small. It's just a feather. It's just a feather. It's just... It feels ridiculous. It feels small. It feels insignificant. But it's the Ace of Wands. Oh, it feels like a small feather. Don't underestimate it. It's a whole freaking new experience. Oh yeah, you go to a soccer football match, bringing your teddy bear, you leave the match with one thing that is so big, it's hard to walk. It's just a teddy bear, but has it not changed your life forever? Not just in the fact that you got such an absurdly big teddy bear, but in the lessons you just learned. It feels insignificant. The impact is insane. And it's really what I'm getting is like, you feel like you're on hold and you feel like you don't know what you're waiting for. It's like, yeah, you're waiting. Right now, you just have nothing better to do than to be taking care of yourself, which is exactly what you're being asked to do right now. But it's like, okay, and what am I waiting for? Like, it's just a little feather? What the heck? No, You don't know what you're opening up for. Spirit has a plan. You're asked to trust and surrender. Feels hard to trust and surrender? Back to the Three of Swords. Back to the Five of Pentacles. Time to let it go. It's okay. But what I'm getting is like Spirit is explicitly keeping hidden that which is coming your way, because if you knew the absurdity of what's about to happen in the best possible ways, you would be thinking about that nonstop, and you wouldn't be thinking about that, so you wouldn't be doing the work. You wouldn't be taking this opportunity to do what you're feeling called to do. So that would completely, like, spoiling you the surprise would completely take away from this moment. That's why Spirit is saying, no, it's purposeful that you do not see what's ahead. It's purposeful that you don't know what's coming your way. I know it's frustrating, but there's meaning in that, okay? Don't be upset about the fact that we stole your teddy bear. Such a stupid metaphor. I love it though. Spirit, how can we... What can we do? The universe, the pillar... Maybe a third one to sum it up. Yup. It was this one. Get wild. Ooh. You're asked to keep on shining your light, okay? If it feels like you have no viable option, I understand that it may feel scary and frustrating. Don't go back to the fear you have let go of already. You promise me? Don't succumb to it. Don't go back to it. You know it won't serve anyone. Oh yeah, sure, it will help you cope with the fear if that's what is currently happening. If that's what's currently showing up. Yes, you can do this thing. It will sure help you cope with the fear and not think about it too much. But as a being of love, you very well know what's waiting for you if you act upon fear. It will create more things to be afraid of. You already know that. Stay true to yourself, okay? Be wild. Get wild. And also I'm hearing like have fun. I know this situation may feel a little hectic, especially as you're being invited to explore these things. It may feel a little intense at moments. Take the time to take care of yourself and have fun. I'm hearing for some of you may have something to do in nature, like trailing, things like that. Going to the sea, maybe not if you're in the northern hemisphere because it's like very cold currently, but what I'm getting is like take the time to do things that lift you up, because it will make the process of you integrating and transmitting these lower frequencies that much easier. The pillar in the universe. The pillar is reassuring me is like you doing this work is just leading you into reintegrating this extreme strength and resilience and confidence subsequently. Yeah. Such a powerful level of deep self-confidence and strength, unshakable foundation, just because you are reintegrating it and because you realize that no, you will never choose fear over love. That's it. And resilience, yeah, I wanted to talk about resilience. Resilience, not in the sense that you can endure a lot of pain without flinching. You know that's not preferable, right? Resilience in the sense that even when put under pressure, you will still choose love, no matter what. That's a beautiful form of resilience. And the universe, to sum it up, is like, Spirit has a plan. You can see like with the glare. Yes, things may be confused. You don't know how big is this teddy bear coming your way. And you will have a very good laugh and you will feel very silly compared to what is currently happening. And that's okay. Just know that no, the universe freaking loves you and wants you to be happy, wants you to reach your dreams. It does not serve the universe to have you sad. Serves nobody. Serves nobody to have you sad, but oh my god, does it serve the universe and this world to see you thriving. So just know that the universe is playing. The universe has a wicked sense of humor, And sometimes we assume the worst about what is happening. And that's okay. That just teaches us that there's a reason to why we're assuming the worst. It means probably that we're attached to things not going well. That's okay. Trust that the universe is playing in your favor. Yeah, I really see like this hand on top of the world. There you are divinely protected, and this moment is divinely protected. It's just like you cannot mess it up. This is the perfect opportunity to be doing these things as you are so protected again. And this hand is just about to just, bless you. Like, there you go. Your gift. You wanted it, right? No, wait, I didn't know I wanted this big. Well, not my problem anymore. You got that teddy bear now. Thank you so much, pal number 3, for having shared space with me today. That was a very silly reading. I'm not gonna lie. Quite unexpected, but very silly, yet very beautiful. Very, very beautiful. A pleasure to be meeting you in energy too. But yeah, please let me know down in the comments how it went for you. I'd love to read about your thoughts. I'd love to be knowing about what the heck is going on in your life, because it's like it just feels very exciting, but it also feels quite intense. I'm not gonna lie. So I send you all my love and support. Also, when I'm talking about comments, I'm about to record. I'll be recording in a few days, like a Q&A kind of style video. So if you got any questions, random questions about me, about what I do, like whatever, I may answer them. Just put them in the comments. I'm reading all the comments, so I'm gonna see it this way. That being said, please like the video and subscribe. That would support me a lot. I'm gonna be seeing you in my next video. Till then, take care. Don't stop killing it. Take care of yourself. Bye.